you watch a Sam Raimi movie, most likely you're going to have a good time. You can tell while watching his movies that he's actually a fun person to be around when making movies. And this is proven true when you actually listen to the actors that are involved in his movies.
I love when he would come in and just skewer how slow it was. He'd be like, it's good. Oh my God, it's 10 minutes long. Are you kidding me? What do you do?
Falling asleep back there.
You just,
One of my favorite 1980 horror movies is The Evil Dead. It's just a classic 1980s horror movie. I absolutely love the style of that movie, the practical effects, the camera work. That movie is just an all-time classic in my mind. And he's made several really good movies throughout the years. But his last horror film that he made was Drag Me to Hell, and that came out in 2009. I thought Drag Me to Hell was a fun time as well. If you haven't seen that movie, check it out. It's classic Sam Raimi horror mixed with comedy and just overall absurdness. But he finally came back to the horror roots and made the movie Send Help. It's his most recent horror movie in years. I'm glad that he came back with an original idea and story for this horror movie, and it's not some sort of sequel or franchise or anything like that. Definitely want to see more of this. So I just got done seeing Send Help, and just like Drag Me to Hell, I thought it was a fun time. I think it mixes comedy and horror really well, and again, you can tell that these actors had a great time. The director also seems to be having a fun time making the movie. You can tell the actors are comfortable and they're able to laugh at how the movie went, the process, and all that. There was some moments when I was watching this that reminded me of Drag Me to Hell, specifically some of the weird CGI on the boar, and there's a couple other jump scares with some weird faces that you'll see. But it reminded me a lot of like the CGI in Drag Me to Hell. I mean, Drag Me to Hell had scenes like this.
You teased me, you black-hearted whore!
No, Milos, no!
You bitch!
Does it always work? It may or may not for some people. I just found it hilarious. I found it fun. And I kind of know what I'm getting into when I go see a movie by Sam Raimi. I really appreciate that I could tell that it's his movie and his style. I really enjoyed the boar hunting scene. You know, he kind of went through that camera work like Evil Dead, where it's like a point of view shot of like running through the woods. In this case, it was the boar's point of view of running through the island or whatever, but I thought it was really cool seeing that shot again. It just reminds me of his previous movies and techniques, and I like how he kind of sprinkles that on in his new movies. Again, overall, I thought this movie was very enjoyable, so if you guys like Sam Raimi, I definitely recommend you check this out. I don't think it's one of my favorite movies that he's done, but if you like Drag Me to Hell, I think you'll like this one as well. I still think The Evil Dead is my favorite movie from him, and I absolutely adore his Spider-Man trilogy. He's made some really good movies, but those two are just like top tier for me. Send Help was a really fun time though, so I definitely recommend you check this out with some friends or a crowd. There's surprisingly a lot of funny moments and weird, disturbing moments too, but it's a good time overall watching this. Again, I appreciate his directing style. I love that he can have fun with the cast and he understands how they will play a part in his movie, you know, because he's built a good relationship with them. And I think that's very important too for directors to kind of build that relationship with actors so that they're able to get these fun, zany performances out of them. The story overall wasn't like anything crazy. It wasn't too complex. There were some moments where I didn't really know what to think going back and forth, you know, because I kind of, in my mind, as the movie progressed, I was already picturing the ending that I would like to see, and it kind of was going in, you know, back and forth directions until we land on the ending of the movie. Not that there's anything wrong with it, I just, expectations were kind of back and forth, you know, so I thought it was interesting how it played out. It's not a perfect movie by any means, but it did serve its purpose, in my opinion. It was overall a fun time, so definitely check it out if you guys are interested in seeing the latest Sam Raimi movie, especially if you liked Drag Me to Hell. If you guys seen Send Help, let me know what you think. I thought Rachel McAdams did an incredible job with this role. I think you could tell that she just loves having fun with these roles, and you can really tell when watching the movie and her performance. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this movie, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
You literally brought it home. The bacon.